This is called Forever After, a Disney princess story. The first princess story that we're going to go through is Cinderella, the Perfect Dress. One day, Prince Charming and Cinderella took a walk in the palace garden. The prince had a very special question for Cinderella. When they reached Cinderella's favorite spot, the prince asked, "Will you marry me?" Cinderella beamed. "Yes, of course I will." The king was thrilled. He showed Cinderella a portrait. "This was my wife on our wedding day. You shall wear the same gown and necklace, Cinderella." "It is a royal family tradition," said the king. Cinderella quietly looked at the queen's portrait. She did not want to disappoint the king. But following this family tradition was not easy. Cinderella felt clumsy in the queen's frilly dress, and the long heavy pearls made walking impossible. Cinderella didn't know what to do. The Grand Duke tried to show Cinderella how important it was to wear the queen's dress. "These books will teach you everything you need to know about our royal traditions," he said. Cinderella read and read, trying to remember everything. Finally, she fell asleep. That night, Cinderella dreamed about when she was a little girl. In the dream, her mother gave her a beautiful necklace and some kind advice. "Cinderella, this necklace will remind you to listen to your heart. Whenever you have a problem, it will lead you to the answer." Cinderella woke up. The dream had given her an idea. She began to search through some of her old trunks. With the help of her fairy godmother, her mouse friends, and a little magic, Cinderella found what she was looking for, a portrait of her mother on her wedding day. Cinderella showed the portrait to the royal dressmaker. "Would it be possible for you to make me a gown like this?" The dressmaker bowed his head. "I would be honored." "Oh, thank you," Cinderella said. "And if it isn't too much trouble, I have a special idea for the veil." Next, Cinderella visited the royal jeweler. She showed him the queen's necklace and the necklace from her mother. "Do you think you can combine two necklaces into one?" "For you I shall create the finest necklace in the kingdom," the jeweler replied. On the morning of the wedding, Cinderella asked to see the king. "Your Majesty, I am proud to be joining your family," Cinderella said. "But the queen's dress wasn't right for me." She pointed to her new dress. "This is a copy of my mother's wedding gown. It honors my family tradition. And with my necklace and veil, I also honor yours." The king saw that the queen's pearls had been used to help make the wedding necklace and veil. "Oh, my dear, this is a great honor. You have blended the treasures of two families and created a new tradition." The king proudly offered Cinderella his arm. "Let's not keep the prince waiting." The king led Cinderella down the aisle. The guests were delighted. Everyone agreed that they had never seen the prince so happy. At the end of the ceremony, everyone cheered. They knew that Cinderella and the prince had found true love. At the wedding banquet, Cinderella and the prince cut their beautiful cake for everyone to enjoy. When it was time to go home, the guests lined up to thank the new couple for inviting them to such a wonderful celebration. And so, by following tradition and her heart, Cinderella had the wedding of her dreams. The end. That is the end of part 1 of the story. Stay tuned for part 2 as we focus on Belle. Until then, thanks for watching.